Hello. So, some of you may have noticed that I have been posting quite a few songs of mine on Instagram and also on Facebook. So, today I thought I would make a short video about my own history with music and singing. I know I'm sitting in the sun, so there's a lot of sun on my face, so please pardon all this distraction. Anyway, so my sister and I, we learned classical singing, Carnatic, South Indian classical singing as children. And we had a succession of teachers. We did it for many years. Now, for the longest time, I had the idea that I have a very rough, gruff voice, a lot like my father's. So I have a lot of vocal fry. See, you probably heard it just now. And I have a limited range. I always thought I couldn't sing some of the higher notes. It was too much of a strain for me. Uh, on the other hand, my sister, she always had a very soft, a smooth voice, and she could effortlessly sing some of the higher notes. Now, I think what she was doing then was she was probably singing falsetto. So she was artificially, I think, constraining her throat to be able to catch some of the higher notes. But in any case, that time to me, she seemed like a far better singer. And maybe this is kind of Indian parenting in those days that I don't think either of us, or I certainly didn't get any praise or feedback for how I sang, not from my parents, not from my teachers. So for most part, I thought of myself as a very average singer. You know, not very good, not very bad. I could sing. I could sing without going off key. I could stick to the correct pitch, but there was nothing particularly great about my singing. But we spent a lot of those years going to music concerts. So what it really did was that I spent a lot of my time listening to music, classical music, and I developed a real awareness of what music could be for me. You know, it was a source of bliss, a source of joy, a lot of pleasure, feeling emotion. So, music could do all that for me. So, I started to become more and more aware of that role music played in my life, regardless of whether I sang or I didn't sing. And I did sing, you know, not really, I wasn't learning formally, but I couldn't help singing because that's just who I am. And many years went by, and in the early 2000s, I moved to the US and I became part of the Art of Living Foundation. So, here in the Art of Living, there's a lot of singing that goes on. You know, we have these satsang events where it's a call and response. People sing, and the songs are very simple, uncomplicated, basic, and I wasn't shy or anything, so I sang. And I started getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people came and told me, "Oh, you're a good singer and you have a beautiful voice." And in fact, there was an event where it was a friend's house and there was this sort of a singing event, and I sang like many others. And there was a woman there. She had never met me before. She didn't even know my name. She came and told me something in Hindi. She said, "आप एक काम करो, आप अपना गाना रिकॉर्ड करो, फिर आप सुनो, आपको बहुत मज़ा आएगा." So what she said was, you should record your music and then you should listen to it. You will really love it. And of course, back then I thought it was a really funny, sweet suggestion because why would I listen to my voice, right? If I really wanted to listen, I would listen to a really good singer or a classical singer, a trained singer. What is the great joy in me listening to my own voice? But now it's pretty ironic, right? That's exactly what I'm doing because even when I put a song out there on Instagram or whatever, I do go back and listen to it. Also because I think you don't always hear yourself, you know, you even when you sing you don't really know how it is received or how it is heard by others, so recording your voice and listening to it gives you a sense of how it sounds to the outer world, you know. And now, you know, here is something else I need to mention, that even when I would get all this feedback from friends that you're such a good singer and all that, I had a hard time believing it because I would think that, well, I did not get all this feedback when I was young from my teachers or from my parents. So, and those are people who knew music. So, I tend to disbelieve a lot of the praise that comes from people who are not singers themselves. And that aside, part of me now is also very relieved that I did not get much praise as a child. You know, "Oh, you're a great singer, Lakshmi, you're a good singer." No, I didn't hear any of that, which was very good for me. Because when I was a child, I was probably a lot more sensitive than I am now. So if someone had started saying those things to me, "Oh, you're a good singer, you're a beautiful singer," it's very likely that might have put all these expectations in my head that I had to be a good singer for them. Because I didn't have either praise or criticism to deal with, it was just like I could do what I wanted. I did not have anything to deliver, not to anybody. Nobody expected anything from me, so I didn't expect anything from myself. So I just went ahead and let music lead the way for me. You know, I loved it the way I loved it. It never became a source of expectation or, um, performance anxiety, none of that. So I'm very relieved. I have some wisdom regarding that now. But what I have to say to anybody who wants to sing is that, there are billions of people in the world, and I'm sure everyone can sing. Some people can sing many, many songs, some people can sing only a few songs, some people have tremendous vocal range, some people have a limited range. But I'm sure in this world, every person can sing at least one song in a somewhat decent way. Now, as far as putting your voice out there goes, it is free. You can go ahead and do it. If you like it, if you want to do it, go ahead and put it. It has nothing to do with whether you're a good singer, medium singer, average singer, bad singer. No. Singing is what you wish to do. Putting your voice out there is what you wish to do. You should go ahead and do it. And of course, if you're expecting people to like it and praise it, that may or may not happen. But that's part two. Part one is giving voice to yourself. And if you want to do it, then just go ahead and do it. It's a lot of fun. I completely recommend it.